only downside of being here in person is you only get one take. I never know how to dress for these things. I usually handle that by losing, but this year I had to come up with something. I'm humbled when I see the people you've given this award to in the past. I'm humbled when I think of the people you could have given it to this year, and I'm humbled when I see the other winners this year, and I'm so glad to be among their ranks. So I deeply appreciate this award. By the way, Bela Lugosi once said, "Speak slowly to increase your screen time." I'm trying not to, but I can't think of anything to say. I thank David Colton and the Munster kids that made this possible, everybody that voted for me. I thank Jerry Lesser, my illustrator, who did the wonderful little sketches that are inside my book. I thank Tom Jackson, who, quite on his own, designed the whole book. I thank my publisher, who happens to be my wife, Linda, who's sitting back there, for her support and her help. I had always written about the classic horror movies, and I decided, I didn't grow up on these. I didn't discover these till I was almost in my teens. I grew up on schlock. Yeah. And I decided to I'd write the same type of book that I wrote about the classics, focusing on the schlock. And what happened to me, quite honestly, happens to a lot of genre writers. I was writing the same book again, just with different movie titles. And when I looked at it, I thought it was kind of boring. But I thought the things that were intriguing when I talked about how I discovered these movies, where I'd seen what television shows, what neighborhood movie theaters. So I decided to beef that part up. And as I beefed it up, I said, gee, I can't talk about Creature from the Black Lagoon, which I first saw at age 8, without talking about the adventures of Superman. And I started going back in time to the kiddie television I grew up on. And then I went forward in time till I discovered the classics. And then I was driving home from work one day when a very wise woman was on NPR. I don't know her name, but she had written an autobiography. And it was one of those things, I turned on the radio, caught the story halfway through, turned it off when I got home. And she said, if you're writing about yourself, don't even bother if you're not willing to talk about the things that you hate writing about, the things that really hurt you. And that's when I said, okay, I got to put things like my father losing his job, when we moved to the suburbs, which was dramatic. The Cuban Missile Crisis, which scared the hell out of all of us in 1962. And when I did that, that's when the book came together. And I was happy with the book, and I'm so glad that you people are happy with it too. So thank you very much. Thanks to Dave again, and I'll see you next year.